Hi, boys and girls. It's good to see you. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to talk about something that we've talked about in Circle Time many times. After we sing our good morning song, we usually do calendar sometimes. Hope you guys all did your calendar and worked on a schedule from last week. And then we go, and whoever is snack person, I send them to the window to look outside at the weather. And so weather consists of all sorts of things. It's just like sort of what's happening outside in our environment. It can be raining, snowing, cold, sunny, and all sorts of things like that. And it's all just because of our Earth, which is what we also talked about last week, doing things to save the Earth. Our Earth and how it rotates around the big ball in the sky that's bright, the sun. So, I'm going to read you a story first. This story is called Wow Weather. Do you notice which letter this is that starts the word weather? This is the letter W. It's also in the word wow. Weather. Okay, so this book was written by a meteorologist. A meteorologist is somebody who, I'm going to see if I move the camera. The meteorologist is somebody who reports the weather. So if you watch the news, it's the person who's on there reporting. All right. Mommy, did you know when a big storms come, clouds grow and grow? There's so much water above the ground that just one puffy cloud can weigh 10 million pounds. Whoa. It's silly for a zoo to be up that high, but Mommy, a cloud weighs as much as 100 elephants in the sky. Daddy, when the ocean is warm, we can find the world's biggest storm. Typhoon, cyclone, or hurricane. Same huge storm, just with different names. Winds can blow 100 miles an hour. Your parents don't even drive that fast in the car. So that is really fast and strong. The ocean can rise 20 feet. Daddy, that's a lot of power. So typhoons, cyclones, and hurricanes all happen out over seas or over water. But did you know Alaska's one of our states in the United States. Did you know Alaska has never been hit because as soon as it gets to the ocean, it gets cold. Hurricanes start to quit. So hurricanes and typhoons and cyclones, they don't like the cold ocean water. They only like warm ocean water. Grandma, let me tell you why huge chunks of ice can float in the sky. A really big storm makes a really big cloud. Wonder how many elephants are in that cloud. Look at it. That's when the thunder gets really, really loud. Boom! Inside the cloud, the floating ice is called hail. You guys ever seen hail come down? Sometimes it almost sounds like little snowballs are hitting things outside whenever it hails. They're just little ice forms because it's very, very cold. Inside the cloud, the floating ice is called hail, and when it hits the ground, it leaves a slippery trail. Even in summer, it can look like snow, but Nana, it's ice, you now know? That's because it's so cold up in the sky, so then little ice balls form in the clouds. Grandpa, I'd love for you to hear summer is the hottest time of the year. Every state has hit 100 degrees, that's true. All of them even hotter than that, except 2. I think today the weather in Pittsburgh is around 50 some degrees and it might be a little rainy. It's springtime, remember? We go through the seasons and spring always has a lot of rain because it's getting our plants ready to grow. One is easy, Alaska. Alaska's so far north that it's never hit 100 degrees. It's so high on the map but the other state, well, it's kind of a trap. Maine, Vermont, North Dakota, nope. It's actually a place where palm trees grow. Grandpa, take a guess. Give it a shot. It's Hawaii, a place that's always warm, but almost never hot. So even though Hawaii, which is a state that's very, very far away from us, it's on the other side of the United States and in the ocean, but it's very warm and very tropical there, but it doesn't get too hot. Friends, it's beautiful to see snow falling in my backyard so peacefully, everything covered in a blanket of white. Flakes are still falling. What an amazing sight. We just had snow, huh? Sometimes I wonder, how many snowflakes are there? Has to be 1 million, dancing through the air. Finding two alike would be a very hard game. Did you know in the whole wide world, no two snowflakes are ever the same? It's because they form differently. Every single time a snowflake is formed, it's different. Brother, here's what to do. If a lightning storm is anywhere close to you, get inside. There's no time to wait. The power with each lightning strike is great. How hot is it? How hot is a lightning strike? 50,000 degrees. That's why it's not smart to hide under a tree. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so if it's raining and lightning, go inside. That's where you stay safe. You can see the flash first because the light travels so fast, and it's safe to go back outside after 30 minutes has passed. Now, brother, this might make you think, no way, it's crazy but true. Lightning strikes Earth 8 million times every single day. Wow. Uncle, it's an amazing sight. These two types of air take to the sky and fight. One side is cold air coming down from the north. The other side is really warm and it comes up from the south. And they both battle back and forth. And so then what happens is a tornado is formed. Sometimes the fight will lead to a twist, and that's when a tornado can't be missed. The strongest winds on Earth can be found in its space. And Uncle, did you know America gets more tornadoes than any other place? 1,200 a year to be exact. So tornadoes happen when there's hot air and cold air pushing at each other. Teacher, I think it's really neat that the closest star, the sun, is our only source of heat. Without it, the Earth would be a very cold place. No wind, no weather, no sun on my face. But did you know the sun is super tall and super wide? Teacher, if you could open it up, more than 1 million Earths would fit inside. I never knew that. Look how big the sun is compared to the Earth. We are living on a very, very small planet. And the Earth, that's a star, is our source of heat. It's so huge. That's the end of our story. So we talked about all sorts of different kinds of weather. We talked about, the sun and when we have storms. We have lightning, tornadoes, snowflakes. So I have a few things for you. So remember we talked about a cloud, and a cloud is formed. It's part of the water cycle. My son just did this for an assignment for school. So I said, I'm going to use it. So this is the sun is up here, and the sun warms the earth. And what happens is the earth gets really warm. It warms the water, any body of water that's on the earth's surface. And it causes those little droplets of water to evaporate into the sky. And then a cloud forms. And as it gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and it grows bigger and bigger and bigger, it gets so heavy that the cloud can't hold it up there anymore. And then rain happens. So I have a cool little experiment for you guys. All you need is a cup of water or a glass, some shaving cream. We used shaving cream, I think, 2 weeks ago. And some blue food coloring. So I'm gonna put a cloud at the top of our water. And my shaving cream's running out. Okay, so that's one big fluffy cloud. And what happens is as more and more and more rain or water evaporates from the earth's surface from the heat of the sun, the cloud gets so heavy that it has to release its rain. So this would be the rain. Once it gets so heavy, just a little bit more rain or water evaporates or collects up in the cloud gets so heavy it has to let it go. And so that's exactly what happens. We added just drops, a few more drops into our cloud, and it was like, enough, I can't hold you anymore. And so then the rain happens. And that's what happens with rain. That's part of the water cycle. Then it collects, and then the sun heats it again on the earth, and it forms another cloud, and it comes back again. Pretty cool. Okay, I have another experiment thought. I know we talked last week about schedules, and so you or your mom or your dad or your adult, whoever's with you, may have already made something that looks sort of like this. I would like you to make a blank one, or you can do it on one if you're doing one for next week. And I would like you to track the weather for 1 week. So it says Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, days of the week. Days of the week. So Sunday here was cloudy. And then a little bit of sunshine. So I'm gonna have a cloud and some sun. See? And then Monday, which was yesterday, was very sunny where I am. And it might be different where you are. See? So I'd like you to go ahead and every day, and the next week you can share these with me. You can track the weather every day and see how it changes, because we're in spring right now. In spring, the weather's changing a lot. Sometimes you'll have very, very cold temperatures, and sometimes you'll get very hot. And that's okay, but it's fun to track it. Okay, one more thing. This is a very simple experiment. All you need is a plastic baggie and a marker, and it can be any color. And so what I'm gonna have you guys do is on the plastic bag, I would use a Sharpie because it will stay better on the plastic. I'm gonna have you draw a sun. That is the reminder that the sun heats our earth. Can you see that on there? Which then causes the water to evaporate. And then I'm gonna have you put a cloud. And what happens when the water evaporates? It forms a cloud. Just like this, see? Can you see the cloud in there? Okay, and then all you need, just your blue food coloring. You can actually do any color. I just chose to do blue. And colored a little bit of water. And you're gonna pour some in. And then you're gonna seal it up really good. I already have one on my window, but I didn't put it in a very great place because the window's not. So what you're gonna do is take this, take some tape and tape it up on your window in a spot where it gets lots of sun. So if it's a sunny day, you will start to see evaporation happen in the bag. And it may happen, you may get water droplets that go all the way up to the very top of your bag. And then later, you'll start to see them running down, and it's like the rain. I'll show you where I put mine. But we didn't have any evaporation yet. I needed to get maybe a better spot for this one. Oh, maybe we have teeny little. Can you see it? There are a few teeny little drops that have started to evaporate. So as this water warms right here, you'll start to see some little droplets up here. And then as it gets to be too much, they will start to roll down like raindrops. All right, so I hope that was fun. I will talk to you again later this week. We're going to do some stuff with plants. And I sent you something in the mail, so be on the lookout for that. Hopefully it gets to you by Thursday. If not, you can hold on to my video, and once it arrives, the next video, you can wait until you get your little note in the mail for you to watch it and do the next activity. Hope you guys are doing good. I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye, friends.